This year, our varsity girls basketball team members were freshman McKenna Post, who was District Newcomer of the Year, sophomores Lexi Moody, 2 letters, and 6th Player of the Year, Kylie Ray, 1 letter, first team All-District. Junior was Taylor Westerfeld, 1 letter, 2nd team All-District. And our seniors were Mecky Dunbar, 2 letters, 2nd team All-District. Peyton Elmore, 4 letters, District Co-MVP, Honorable Mention Super Syntax, and Region 3 All-Region. Anna Maddox, 4 letters, and first team All-District, first team Super Syntax, and Region 3 All-Region. Hannah Morton, 2 letters, and District Defensive MVP, and Honorable Mention Super Syntax. Canna Payne, 2 letters, and 2nd team All-District. CC Villa, 4 letters, first team All-District, and Honorable Mention Super Syntax. And Ann Williams, 4 letters, District Co-MVP, 2nd team Super Syntax, and All-Region, Region 3. All 11 members of the team were also Academic All-District. TABC Academic All-State members were Mackie, Peyton, Hannah Morton, Anna Maddox, Cece, and Ann Williams. Varsity went 28-6 this season. They were undefeated district champions, winning district the 4th year in a row. We beat Mark in by district. Then they had a great comeback win over Centerville in the area game and beat Lovelady in the regional quarterfinal, which allowed us to return to the regional tournament for the first time since 2014. They were a great group of teammates and they were so good to each other. They had to overcome some adversity, and they never hesitated. As I told them in the locker room after the game, our last game, I think the basketball gods kind of shortchanged them, and they were, the past 2 seasons, not really able to see all that they could be as a whole group, but they gave all they could, and they made a lot of people proud to watch them represent our school and our community. For our individual awards, our Tough as Nails defender goes to Hannah Morton. Hannah has extremely quick feet and was a very willing defender. We knew whoever she was guarding was going to have a tough night, and she was going to be able to keep that girl in front of her. She really is one of the toughest, sweetest kids I've ever coached. She just has a tough mindset, and nothing rattled her or kept her from doing her job.
Ready on camera.
Come on, Anna.
He's being awkward.
Thanks. That's Tough as Nails defender.
Nice.
So, congratulations.
Our outstanding shooter is CC Villa. CC spent as much or more time in the gym shooting than just about anyone I've ever coached. She was able to increase her amount of three-pointers made each year of high school, which is difficult to do once people learn how well you can shoot it. She was able to knock down 10 three-pointers in the playoffs alone, even though teams knew what was coming if she shot it. Her personal high this season was 5 threes in a game versus Rosebud Lott.
Come on.
Our MVP this year is really reflective of how our season was. Once we began our season, we clearly had a player that was carrying us while we as a team were still trying to figure out how to play together. Then, in the middle part of our season, another player started to get back into her rhythm and began dominating games as she knocked the rust off. And the final portion of our season, we had a player who had to once again switch roles and take charge of things, which is incredibly difficult to do. So our MVP will be 3 players this year. They were all ranked in the top 3 on our team in 5 or 6 out of 7 different categories. They were all 3 named to the TABC All-Region team. Anna Maddox, Ann Williams, and Peyton Elmore are our MVPs for this season. Peyton probably has the most hard luck story of any kid I've coached, and we all know her story. She really began to get back into a good flow around the end of December, and her shooting, passing, and just her timing overall came back around. She led our team in free throw percentage, assists, steals, and was second in defensive touches and third in rebounding. Even after she was injured, she was able to come back and give us a few valuable minutes in our playoff games.
Am I going? Okay. Well, I didn't know. Okay.
Anna Maddox is just a great example of consistency. She was always there, and we always knew what she was going to give our team. She improved so much over the years. She led the team in scoring and free throw makes, and was second in rebounding, and third in defensive touches.
Anna Maddox.
Ann is the most versatile player I've ever coached. At some point or another, she played 4 different positions in high school. She played the front, middle, and back of our press. She guarded every position on the floor, and she had to assume point guard duties once the injury bug hit us hard. She is the most determined offensive rebounder I've coached. This year, she led us in rebounding and defensive touches, was second in assists and free throw makes, and third in steals and scoring.
Ann Williams.
Oh!
Sure. Look.
Giggle. Giggle, could you? Giggle.
You know what I'll do.
I want to say thank you to all the players. You were just a tremendous group of people to be around every day, and I was blessed to be able to coach you. Thank you.
Hey, Coach Elmore here to present the 2019-2020 Boys Basketball Awards. Let's get started with the Defensive Most Valuable Player. These two young men were the glue that held our basketball team together. The willingness to do anything that was asked of them and their ability to get the job done are why they were chosen for this award. They stepped up their game when their team needed it the most, and at times carried our team in playoff games. They were both in the top 3 spots for steals and hustle plays. Your defensive most valuable players are...
Congratulations to Jed Whitney for being our defensive co-MVP this year. Congratulations to Ty Williams for being our defensive co-MVP.
You too.
Next is the offensive most valuable player. This young man was only the 6th leading scorer on our team, but no one hit as many big shots as he did during the season. When the game was on the line, he let it fly, and we all knew it was going in, especially the second half of our Bruce Folletti game where he hit 5 threes. He led the team in three-point percentage, was second on the team in field goal percentage, led the team in assists and hustle plays. As I said, he wasn't our leading scorer, but when a big shot needed to be taken, his teammates knew where the ball needed to go. Your offensive most valuable player award goes to...
Congratulations to Tanner Miranda for being this year's offensive MVP.
Next is the most valuable player. This award is shared by 2 of the best players in Central Texas, as awarded by Waco Trib in their selection to Super Syntex first team. I'm not sure we could have gotten to the regional tournament without either one of them. Each had their own way of controlling a game, and the best thing about these 2 is neither care who did, as long as we were in control. They were almost too unselfish at times because they wanted everyone to be a part of the success. They were good on both ends of the floor. On the offensive side, they were the top 2 leading scorers of the team. And on the defensive side, they tied for the most charges taken on the team. Because of these qualities, your 2019-2020 most valuable players are...
Congratulations to Tate Abel for being our co-most valuable player. Congratulations to Cole Reed for being our co-most valuable player.
Our last award is the Crawford Pirate Leadership Award. This is an award I feel very honored to give out. It speaks highly of these individuals not only because of what they gave on the court, but more importantly, what they give off of it. These 2 young men are exactly what I think of team players. They were not there for themselves. It was all for the team, having fun, and winning. They gave everything they had in practice and in games. Most importantly, they did everything with a smile on their face because they love being a Crawford Pirate. Your Crawford Pirate Leadership Award winners are...
Congratulations to Dawson Manus for winning our Crawford Pirate Leadership Award. Congratulations to Stephen Weatherman for winning our Crawford Pirate Leadership Award.
I would now like to thank a few people for everything they did for our team. Our coaching staff for all the work and effort they put into these young men. The Booster Club for all the support and meal money for our teams. Thanks to Hannah Davis and Will Browning for taking care and rehabbing our injuries. To the parents of our varsity team for the food at tournaments, goodie bags, and decorating locker rooms. Thank you to Richard and Melanie Chambers for the fish fry. To Coach Mayfield for all his extra time buffing the junior high gym floor and the time away from his family. A big shout out to Derek Bullard, Dayton Matthews, and Trey Watson for being awesome team managers. Thanks to my wife and 2 girls for putting up with me. And last but not least, a big thank you to Game Warden Matt Kill and the Waco PD for not arresting the team in their attempts to get extra conditioning after a couple of our games. Man, what a fun season. The Crawford Pirates played in the regional tournament for only the 3rd time in school history. They won more playoff games in a season than any other Crawford team. But the journey there is what I will remember the most. From the Hamilton tournament, when Trey Doby and Trey Watson were in the stands flirting with girls, to Jed Whitney's experience at Stripes after the Voskyville game, and to Tanner's team prayers, which went a little something like this. Dear Lord, baby Jesus, I want to thank you for letting us win our victory tonight. The blessings you gave us to beat that other team, Lord, man, it was fun. And just bless this food so we can beat somebody else Friday night. Times like these make me proud to do what I do and get to hang around special young men like these. Thanks for taking me along on this chapter in your life. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. To our seniors, good luck on your next chapter. And don't be strangers, because you know, once a pirate, always a pirate. Thank you.
I'm here to present the Outstanding Powerlifting Award. This award goes to a young lady who was first at the Bosqueville meet, the Moody meet, the West meet, the Gatesville meet, and the Academy meet. Also was first at regionals this year, breaking the squat and bench record and also the totals record. She was ranked #1 in the state and would have had a great opportunity to win a state championship this year. I also want to say that she was a tremendous leader this year by example with all of her really hard work that she did in the weight room this year. Our Outstanding Powerlifting Award goes to Keely Witt. Congratulations.
Okay, this year's boys powerlifting MVP is a 3-year letterman that competed in 4 invitational meets this season. He was a regional powerlifter qualifier, but unfortunately didn't have the opportunity to compete at the regional meet this year due to the pandemic. But his hard work has consistently made him a stronger lifter each and every year, and his mental toughness continues to improve each year. So we look forward to seeing some good things from this young man next year as he competes in his final powerlifting season. This year's winner of the 2020 Boys Powerlifting MVP goes to Jake Knuppel.